might make you a little sad, maybe. I don't know. Either way, you know, from the top of the head, you never know what I'll come up with. Congratulations, you're here with me today. Thank you for joining me. Now, if you're here for loving hip-hop. Let's start off from the beginning. First of all, please don't forget to like my video, like my video, like my video, like my video, like my video. Ooh, like my video. All right? Like damn video. Thank you in advance. So, I am doing a method advice again. The email is mfnadvice@gmail.com. Holler at your girl if you need advice. Please keep your letters short. Do not give me your entire life story. I don't need all of that. Just give me the gist. Keep it sweet. Keep it smart. And don't write me any bonics because I will not reply. There you go. Now, on to Love and Hip Hop, shall we? And the over-traumatization begins. Thank you. I feel like I should have a piano playing the Young and the Restless music. Dum, 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 dum. If you didn't stay home and watch that shit with your grandmother, I don't know what to tell you. Ashley and Kalina been in a club, in a strip club, getting lap dances, big booty bitches, titties, soft, pillowy tits in my mouth. Thank you, thank you. Orange is the New Black People season 2? No? Okay, never mind. Natasha Leone? Yes, yes. Okay. Anyway, if you were there, maybe you know. So it's some major gay shit going on. Some lesbianism happening around here. And not to say that I'm upset about that in the least, but the shit looks kind of drug-esque. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel like Kalina's situation with Ashley is like somebody that goes and have binges on a pipe and then be fucking up, but then clean themselves up and come back up, you know, because we got to be able to pay for this shit, you know what I'm saying? And not, you know what I'm saying, just the way it goes down. She's supposed to be in the studio. She's supposed to be making magic happen, okay? Big Booty's supposed to be inspiring the juices to flow. But oh no, it's only inspiring her to smack ass and smack money on ass. Yeah, yeah. But, come on now, bitch. You gotta get it together with your singing ass, okay? So, first of all, Ashley's crazy ass, Lord, why you gotta have the most hood yellow-orange hair color that you can find? Child, I don't wanna know. Either way it go, I mean, I really feel like sometimes people hang with people that are like not necessarily on their level to remind themselves to stay on their level. And I felt like that's what happened on this episode between Kalina and Ashley, okay? They love each other. Kalina loves Ashley, but at the end of the day, when she married old boy Tony, the fucking game changed, okay? She stole a girl phone. Tony been calling all day. She finally gets a phone back, calls Tony, and then says, you know, deuces, I'm going home. I gotta take care of my family, right? All right, whatever, that's fine. Kalina goes to see Tony in the studio. When she get there, she like, hey, what's going on? What you doing? He like, fuck, I'm working. What you doing? Where you been at? You know what I'm saying? You said you was gonna be in the studio working. You all you been doing is hanging out with Ashley in the fucking strip club, spending fucking money, not making fucking music. You fucking the fuck up. Okay? That's what he basically gave her the riot at. Told her what it was. Read it to her like the 10 Commandments, okay? And Kalina know what it is. She knows she have to send Ashley back on her fucking way wherever she came from, okay? Give her the first class flight back to wherever she came from, and she got to end their relationship because we didn't know that Kalina and Tony's son that they have together actually lives with her mother. I'm not going to pass judgment on people, but I'm just going to say this. If you got time to be spending your whole fucking day in a strip club, you got time to be a mom/artist. Oh, alright? I mean, like, you know, nanny, but the baby sleep at my house every night. Like, see me when the baby wake up, when baby go sleep, I'm there. Baby sleep, I'm in the room next to them. They know where I'm at. I make school lunches. I pick people up from school. If I don't, I pay the bitch to drop a baby off at my house, okay? Either way it go, what I'm saying is 24-hour momdom is what I'm talking about, parentum. I can't stand that, especially when people like have both parents involved, both people are together. Okay, and like I said, I don't mean to pass judgment and all of that, but I'm just saying something about it I just don't like. I don't feel like it's cool. I just don't. Anyway, I mean, I'm just saying that my people could put their shit, you know, they whatever fuck shit aside to be there every night, every morning, every night when I got up and when I went to sleep. Then why the fuck everybody else can't just say, Kalina goes and sits Ashley down at the Denny's to tell her what the deal is, and she tells her that they can't fuck no more. She wants them to be friends, and you know it's cool, but they can't do this no more. And she was like, she loved her husband more, and Ashley was like, more, or just in a different way more. And she was like, more, and she was like, more, and then she started crying, and Kalina was like, no, come on, Ashley, don't cry, bitch, come on now, you know how I get when that pussy so crying. You know what I'm saying? She ain't on this, but no, she gonna stand her grind because she knows she has got to do what she gotta do so her baby can come and live with her and her husband. Okay, she has got to get on her shit, and that means that she has to focus. Okay, she has to focus, and that means sending Ashley back wherever the fuck she came, you know, from, and making sure that she knows that this relationship like this is not gonna happen, and this is just them as friends. Okay, Ashley is a little upset, and you know you can tell her feelings is hurt. But she loved Kalina as her friend as well, so she gonna suck it up and deal with it, I guess. So Tammy is doing her T. Rivera fashion line, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Okay, I don't know how I feel because I didn't see a lot, and the things that I did see looked like some shit that was on a runway via 1997, which I'm not upset about, but I don't know if I would wear it. But that's just me. I don't know. Okay. To each his own, like I said, but she gives this heartfelt speech about, you know, how hard this was to get this off the ground, how she's so happy that it finally got off the ground. She has her own clothing line, and how happy she is and fortunate she is to have Waka, who, you know, basically had her back the whole time, and she takes him outside and lets him know how much she loves him. He was there for her, and then he tells her, you know, he loves her, and that, you know, he was just being supportive. She did it, it was all her. Y'all know how he be. And, you know, she tells him, well, you know what, we're just going to go and get married. She finally says they'll go and elope. So Tammy and Waka put on their Sunday best, and they go down to the courthouse in the rain, okay? But they were very cute, you know what I'm saying? And they got the paper signed, and now it's official. So now they got to go tell Deb Adney. And they got to go tell Tammy mom. And when they sit down to tell them, you can tell that they're both very nervous about telling this shit to Deb. And they just basically say that they're already married. And Tammy's mama was like, what? Why would y'all get married without us not being there and all of this? And Deb was like, I needed to just be quiet, okay? Because I didn't know what the hell was going to come flying out of my mouth. So I just needed to be quiet. I was taken aback. It felt like another hit all over again. You know? I didn't let another one of my sons go. And I'm like, you know what, Deb, I understand that you're going through it about your son and not ever taken away from that. But at the end of the day, I feel like whether you were at the wedding or not, you was gonna still have this feeling because you didn't want to let him go in that aspect. But you realize that you can't be holding on to that boy all his life like that. That's not healthy. That's not conducive. That's not okay. Okay? So she upset right now, but she gonna suck it the fuck up and she gonna get over it, because at the end of the day, it wasn't her decision. It wasn't Tammy's mama's decision. It was Waka and Tammy's decision what they wanted to do. And if they just wanted to go to the courthouse and make it official and start their married life together, then that's what the fuck they wanted to do. Moving along like swiftly through the episode. Scrappy tries to go and kill shit with Erica Pinkett, okay? This goes far left. Erica asks, what's up with the booty call text messages that he always sending her? Texting how he love her, texting how he want get in her buns, you know what I'm saying? Texting how he want get in her skin, smack them and get them wet, flip them and rub them down. Oh no, you know what I'm saying? It's what he does. When he in that liquor or smoking some weed, all in his feelings, and the bam ain't answering the phone. But from what he says and what she says, nobody has done anything physically as of yet. And he wants to just put the pause on everything and let everybody know what the situation is before he go back and really try to get serious with the bam, okay? And he basically tells her that first he tried to flip it on her. This is what I ain't like. Okay, if you would have just kept it 100 and said, look, I'm trying to make everything official with Bambi, and it would make her uncomfortable if you and I were still talking, and I just don't want to do that no more. So I'm just coming to you as a real nigga to let you know that whatever dealings we had, that's over. And that would have been that. And she could have took it how she took it. But no, scrappy, ignorant ass gonna try to blame it on her by talking about how, oh, and my mama told me how you got all the text messages and shit, and you're keeping text messages. I know I can't trust you because whatever I tell you in confidence, you're going to tell everybody else. And she like, I'm not talking to Mama D. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Daryl. I'm talking to Scrappy. And you know what I'm saying? How you want to text me that, you know, you in love with somebody, EP? Who is that? Who is that? And he was like, you know, well, bitch, let me tell you, bitch. Wait, hold up. That was me. You right. Whatever. But whatever. Like you said, I was in my feelings and shit. And she was like, so you was playing games. Nah, fuck that. So she get up and she start getting loud and shit. And this is where everything completely went left. Because then he started calling her a bum bitch after she started talking about how he's supposed to be a rapper when really he an insecure little boy. And so he was like, and you a bum ass bitch. And you know, she was like, how am I the bum ass bitch? You ain't got no fucking money, fake ass diamonds. She had a drink in her hand and she was like, before I fuck you up. And he was like, and then you put your hands on me, that's gonna be the last time you ever hit a nigga. You better fucking know. And she act like she ain't give a fuck. So she threw her drink from what I saw, and the TV blacked out, and there was all kind of shit going on. All I know is when we came back, this nigga had lost everything but his shirt. His chain was hanging off his neck. A big ass security guard that was somehow bigger than his ass had him in the tightest bear hold. And all her hair and shit was fucked up. Her shoes was coming off. I was like, bitch, did he rough you up? What the fuck just happened? VH1, y'all some pussy ass motherfuckers for always cutting off the fight. What you think we watching this shit for? This is not the PBS channel. We not watching this shit for core values. Who cares? This is VH1. Give me the fucking violence or stop. Okay, just stop. I don't know why, but Mama D felt like it was her job to go over to the Erica Pinkett house and find out what happened between she and Scrap. So she goes over with a gift that was probably some pills and a candle and some flowers. And she asked to sit down and talk because she does not like the type of things that her son does, even though she's the one that tells him not to be faithful to anybody. She's the one that tells him to play the field and not try to be with these catty ass bitches. That was her words exactly, if I recall. But now she gonna try to act like she's a woman and she understands. And that's all she needed to say, because Erica Pinkett, the chicken little vampire, just bust the floodgates open and was just crying her little heart out about everything she has been through and how he knew and she don't understand. And he was so violent and so irate and so upset. Mama D, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know. And it's like, bitch, you act like he put them paws on you, bitch. You act like he like Chris Brown you or some shit like that. To me, you probably threw some shit and there was some wrestling tussle. But I'ma say this, Scrap, you was a bitch. You was a bitch. You was a bitch. There was no need for that. After you should have just told her what it was straight up and walked your ass out the door. You gonna sit up there and continue arguing with her, calling her a bum ass bitch and all of that. You a bitch as a man for even doing all of that. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck how big in the chest you get, partner. Tell you like that. That was some bitch shit, and a man, a real man, wouldn't have even got into it with no female like that. You gotta have the big ass fucking 8-mile security guard holding you back from this little ass broad. Really? But she sits up there and talks about how he knows about her past and she don't understand how he could do her like this. And Mama D says on his behalf, she apologizes. And he will understand. And he will do better. And it's like, Mama D, you cannot get Scrappy, Daryl to do not a goddamn thing. Especially not choose a bitch. Because you tried that last season with Shay Bucket Johnson. And you see where you got her ass. Not on season 3. Oh, alright. So Benzino talks to Althea. He wants to just put this business with her and Stevie J behind them. But she wants to know if Jocelyn knows. She doesn't want it to be all of this animosity and, you know, little side-eye bullshit going on because Stevie doesn't want to tell Jocelyn the truth. She wants everything to be out on the table, especially if they're going to be hanging around each other and so-called trying to be friends and shit. And that's when you know this shit is all for TV and you must not know. This shit is all for TV and you must not know. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I mean, Benzino is just basically saying, like, you need to just leave it alone. Like, their problems is not our problems. I know he gonna keep denying it. That's the way Sleezo is. But I believe you. There's no reason for you to lie. I never knew a woman to lie on her pussy, but I knew plenty of niggas to lie on their dicks. So she ain't got nothing to worry about as far as their relationship is concerned, but she's still feeling some type of way. I understand how she feels, but at the same time, I'm left it at that. You ain't gotta explain shit to Jocelyn at the end of the day. You ain't gotta be in her face neither, and y'all ain't gotta be cool. Because at the end of the day, that bitch don't like you anyway. Whether you would've fucked Stevie or not, she would've still not liked your ass because you actually have a vocal talent. So Althea and Benzino go on a ski lift. Y'all, a ski lift. And this fool takes out the champagne. He even took his, it was a ski lift, but there was no ice. I guess they do that in Atlanta. I don't know, but that's what it looked like. You know, the shit that, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. If I'm not saying it right, I don't care. Anyway, he took his sling out. His arm not even healed all the way, but he wants to show that his arms, he's strong and shit. It's like, nigga, she never gonna look at you like you that strong because just like you said, when you went to the doctor, you got a big head, little neck, little arms, nigga. You disconfigured any fucking way like, oh, no. You ain't have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? The brace actually made you put your shoulders up so you looked a little bit broader instead of always looking like, you know, Mr. fucking Potato Head and shit like you be doing. No, you know, this is crap, I'm just saying. And he basically proposed to this bitch. She's like, oh my God, baby, yes! Oh my God, baby, yes, oh my God! And it's just like, yeah, we gonna see how long this shit gonna last. When they going off on each other on Twitter not too long ago, Benzino, you fall for these hoes so soon. I'm gonna need for you to stop, like, falling for hoes. Why don't you ever find somebody that's not with this fuckery? I don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, I don't feel like Althea is genuine in how she feels about Benzino. Carly meets with Jocelyn to find out what happened between her and Stevie. Because, you know, her and Stevie were playing tennis and everything. And she told him that he better get his shit together, okay? He'll come over here and cheat with all that cheating shit and all of that because he can't keep his beefcake in his pants. So she always got to be trying to keep the beefcake in the pants for him. But she ain't got time for that, okay? She is this close to leaving and going far away, okay? So he better get his shit together. And I'm like, bitch, where you gonna go, to Rick Ross' house? Alright. Thought y'all broke up, but no, they're together via Instagram. The man is puta. Alright. Anyway, so when she meets with Carly, and they talk about what happened, she says, see, girl, he ain't gonna never tell the truth. I know he ain't gonna never tell the truth, okay? He ain't gonna never tell. I could be on my deathbed and he ain't gonna tell me, okay? He's just a fucking liar, okay? And I haven't been sleeping with him either. The whole 24 hours, girl. No pussy from me. Nope. Ever since I found out. No 24 hours. Girl, no. Like, I'm this close to going to get my own place. I'm this close to leaving him. You don't even know, okay? Everybody just think that I need Stevie J or something like that. Like, I'm so desperate for him. But what they don't know is, I could be on my way, baby. I don't need you. And I was like, girl, you better get it. Jocelyn said she is happy within herself and she don't need her husband or none of these hoes or nobody else to validate her. She good on her own because she got her cover and she got her head on right and she is focused, alright? It was okay for the most part. Can we talk about Candy's wedding right quick, y'all, before I go? Just a little tidbit. Can I just say that Mama Joyce is the most despicable, like, evil old woman I've ever seen in my life. And I normally don't even like to disrespect old people because that's just not how I was raised. And I would never disrespect somebody to their face. But I swear, I'm just saying, like, she old. I wouldn't do that. But at the same time, I don't think that I could be in Ty's position and still marry Candy. Because I feel like Candy has so much backbone when it comes to Ty and his prenup. And making sure that this man has absolutely nothing when he leaves out their marriage. Which I think is unfair. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, everybody would be looking at Ty like he was less of a man for denying her alimony or denying her community property. Or saying that he can just sell the house without consulting her, the house that they live in and share together. I feel like a lot of that shit was not cool. A lot of shit that I heard in that contract was not okay, and I feel like he shouldn't have signed it. But he had something to prove to everybody that he wasn't in it for the money. But at the end of the day, you leaving him out there like, if one day you can decide that y'all not gonna be together no more, it's like, fuck him, and he gotta just be out here living how he lives. That's not cool to me. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and I'm not saying, because I'm not taking care of no fucking man. I'm about to tell you that right now. Please don't get it confused at all. But at the end of the day, if I build a life with somebody and we break up, whatever we done made in the process, we gonna split. It ain't nothing. If I got money, I got fucking money. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna make more money. But I wouldn't want people to just, you know what I'm saying, the person that I spent my life with just out here because we couldn't work it out. That's just not me. But anyway, and like I said, I ain't never gone through a divorce, but I've been angry enough with somebody and still felt like there's a limit to where I will go to hurt somebody, because at the end of the day, I'm not about to hold on anger and make myself unhappy for no fucking body, and that's just what it is. So I'll let the shit go however it fall, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I just really felt like Candy made us look at her a different way. I felt like Candy is a little bit of like, you a bitch on some shit. You a bitch and you a coward. You won't speak up to your mama not once. She sat up there and talked about that child in front of her. You know what I'm saying? Letting that child know that she don't mean shit compared to Riley. It's already an uncomfortable situation because shit, that little girl almost grown. You know what I'm saying? But she's still gonna come move in with y'all, and it was cool at the ceremony for y'all to give each other daughters rings and say y'all love each other, and that was what y'all was supposed to do. But for Mama Joyce to act like that and you not really check her, that was some bullshit. Yet you was willing to throw Todd out the fucking window as soon as he said he didn't want to sign some papers. I find that fucked up. I find that completely fucked up. And it just made me look at Candy a different way. I still like Candy. I will still support Candy. Because you know what I'm saying, like I always have liked Candy for a very long time, before even Real Housewives came out. But I feel like at the end of the day, she is Miss Joyce's child, and that really showed through on these last few episodes, okay? So I don't know if y'all feel me, but that's how I felt. So like, comment, and subscribe, everybody, and I'll talk to y'all later.